The series where I break down the upgrade system that was shown in the newest gameplay trailer of LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga continues. Welcome back everyone! The class we'll be looking at today is the Scoundrel Class, all its 4 perks and what influence upgrading those might have on the characters in that class. If you haven't seen my last 3 videos where I broke down the Jedi, Hero and Scavenger class, go check them out. The links are in the description down below. If you like my content, why don't you consider subscribing? It's completely free, and so is this video today, so get yourself a beverage, lean back, and enjoy the ride. You guys know the drill. Before we start breaking down the perks, we'll first take a look at all the Scoundrel characters we can see in the character menu. We don't actually have that much, we have 4, which are Zori Bliss, Bala Tik, Chewbacca, and DJ. Han Solo will most definitely also be part of the Scoundrel class, which we could see right here. When we come to breaking down the perks, I first want to point out that in this interview from 2019, where Kotaku interviews James McLaughlin, we can see this sentence right here. It says there will be so-called smuggler runs, where you pick up cargo and have to fly it from system to system without being caught by the Empire. I mean, come on. How cool is that? This game has everything. Like everything, it doesn't stop. It makes the Scoundrel class so cool, it gives it a perk that is just something completely different than from any other class. I can't wait to play Scoundrels. I mean, come on. And it actually brings me to the first perk. It looks like coins. I just don't really know what the icon on that coin is, though I think it definitely has something to do with the smuggler runs, where by upgrading this perk, we will get more money for cargo, even for smaller cargo. And I have to be honest, I really cannot wait to go on those smuggler runs. Like, what is that mechanic even? Like, to even think about putting that into a game is just so great. It will make this experience even closer to feeling like we're in the Star Wars universe. Amazing. Thank you, TT. The second perk looks very similar to the overall icon of the Scoundrel class, where we can see it is the same gun. The only difference are those 3 little lines, which I don't have any explanation for. I don't know exactly what it could mean. It could be a diagram, it could be ammunition, or it could also just show how far we are going to be able to shoot with that gun. And of course, like we know, by upgrading this perk, it will get better. And in case it's ammunition, we will have more ammunition before we have to reload. And if it's the distance of how far we're going to be able to shoot, the distance will just increase. But I really don't know. It could be anything. It could be anything of that. It could be anything in between. It could be something completely different. We'll only know when we have the game. Let's move on to the third perk. It obviously looks like a Lego minifigure holding a blaster. And as it seems, it's sliding on the floor. We haven't seen anything of that in the trailers, so it's a completely new thing that we haven't gotten a look at all. I'm very curious on how this mechanic is gonna work, to be honest, and if by upgrading we'll only be able to slide longer, or if it's also gonna slow down time, just as in the 4th perk that we're gonna get to now. We can see here that it looks like something is breaking, and I don't know if it's referring to this scene where Han shoots the bridge, but it looks pretty similar. And as we can see, while Han is doing that in this shot, the time is slowing down for him to get a better look at where to shoot, so it's gonna have the best outcome. I don't know if it's something similar in the 3rd perk, where the time is gonna slow down just for us to be able to do stuff we couldn't do when the other people are shooting at us or something like that. And I'm also not completely sure if the 4th perk has anything to do with actually shooting the bridge or something else. It obviously looks like a wall breaking or something breaking and a blaster going through it. So that's my speculation. That would be the only thing that we actually saw something of in the Scoundrel class, and it makes the most sense here. All those 4 perks sound super interesting, and I'm so excited to go on those smuggler runs. And here's where I struggled. Am I more excited to go on smuggler runs than I am to explore the open world freely with the Scavenger class? I don't know. The thing that I thought is, if the Scoundrel class is so much different from the Hero class because both are gonna have blasters, and of course, as we can see in the Scoundrel class, those 3 perks focus completely on the blaster mechanic, so there's definitely gonna be a difference in blaster combat between Hero and Scoundrel class. Though, if I think about exploring and shooting blasters, I'm still more excited about exploring, but because of the smuggler run, I will have to put the Scoundrel class over the Hero class, but underneath the Scavenger class, simply because I don't imagine blaster combat as exciting as shooting nets and flying with a glider. As you can see right here, This is my current ranking. I'm not so sure about it this time. Last time I was pretty sure that this is how my ranking is gonna be, but right now I can't really decide whether the Scoundrel class is gonna stay underneath the Scavenger class, but I'm gonna see with time, and I'm gonna see how it's gonna change when we go through the other classes as well. But as of right now, this is gonna stay my ranking until we progress further in the breakdown. I hope you enjoyed this video. I actually would really love to see what your current ranking is, so leave it in the comments down below. But don't forget that we only broke down 4 classes so far, so stick with those 4 classes for now. And when I update my ranking, you can also write your ranking into the next videos. If you liked what you saw, a thumbs up would be highly appreciated. The next class we'll be breaking down is the Bounty Hunter class, so if you don't want to miss out on that video, subscribe and activate the notification bell, and it will notify you every time I upload. For now, I think it was enough input. I definitely have a lot to think about when it comes to the ranking, but I will say goodbye for now, and I'll be back soon with another video. Until then, bye!